Hi guys, in today's video I want to share with you guys my travel essentials for skincare and makeup, show you how I pack, what cases I use to pack them in, and kind of give you a review of the cases because they are kind of new, and give you my travel tips and tricks. So this is what I travel with and keep my makeup in. This is the discontinued Louis Vuitton Monogram Trousse 23. Trousse or Trousse, honestly, I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like. I did buy this pre-owned. I will link that unboxing down below. And then for my skincare, I keep it in this Toiletry 26 bag for the time being. We will get to that. I also did an unboxing on this, which I will link below. This is actually something that you still can find on the website and in stores. It is hard to track down right now because they're not producing as many as they probably could, but it is not going to be discontinued. They actually have some new variations in the epi leather, so that's kind of great. So let's start with this because I'm holding it now. I have traveled with this piece twice, and my overall opinion is that I do not like this for the purpose of a toiletry bag. Now, if you look at this, it's very thin in comparison to this. And then this is a little more pliable as well. Well, this is kind of thin too, but this opens wider. And you also notice a difference in the height. This one is a lot taller. For me, the Toiletry 26 doesn't work because I like to have my items in something that is shallow and wide, so where when I open it, I can see everything. So when you open this, you kind of only really see what's on top. So you kind of have to take everything out and fumble through it, and when you're traveling and you have limited space in the bathroom or wherever you are, it's kind of annoying to have to do that. So for that reason, I do not like this for use as a toiletry bag. But it's okay because when I bought this, I wanted to use it multi-purposely as a clutch. So for me, this will remain in my collection, but I will not be traveling with it. I'll probably just get another type of toiletry bag. But it does serve its purpose, and I'm sure for some people it will be just fine, but I'm very particular about my items and how I travel because I'm OCD, so this just didn't work. So when you open it up, it has that, I believe this is just like a canvas interior. I don't think it's leather, but it's nice because it's wipeable, so if anything spills in there, you can wipe it off. Now, the first thing that I have in here is my comb, and I put this in here to show you guys that you can fit a full-size comb in here. I wouldn't probably put a brush in here, like I said, just because it is not very wide, but you definitely can fit a comb in here. So that's always essential, of course, when I travel. Next thing I have are makeup wipes. These are my favorite right now. I need to get some more. These are the Sephora Coconut Water Cleansing Wipes. They're pretty inexpensive for something at Sephora, and they work well and they smell amazing. I have heard someone say that they do irritate their eyes, but they weren't irritating to me. So I might be careful of that, but I didn't have any problem. The next thing I have are my Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty. Now they're empty right now, but this is something you can buy online. That's another tip, which I'm sure most of you know. When you travel with travel size items if you can. So they actually make these pads in a 30 variation and a 60. So this would be the 30 container, I believe. Well, it doesn't say it, but I believe this holds 30. So these are my exfoliating pads, and when I travel, I don't always want to bring my Clarisonic or a large scrub because then I'd have to transport it into a smaller container. So this just works out great for me, and you can keep it and refill it as you'd like. Next, I have a cleanser. Now, this is not my favorite cleanser. This is just the only cleanser I could find. This is the Clarisonic Refreshing Gel Cleanser. I really like the Clinique cleanser because it comes in a travel size as well. Speaking of which, I have my favorite travel moisturizer. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. You guys know this is like OG HG status for me. Just a nice, simple moisturizer that gives me everything I need without being too fancy. And best of all, it's travel size. So love that. And I love that I can buy that and I don't have to keep refilling travel size containers. Next, I have my acne cream, something I always travel with because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I travel, my skin tends to act up. I think it's due to probably my eating habits are different. I definitely don't get my water intake when I'm traveling like I do when I'm at home. And also probably the air and the altitude. Like when I was in New York, I was basically at sea level, and here I think I'm like 900 meters above or 900 feet, something like that. So definitely always need my acne cream, and this is the best. It's the Target Up and Up brand compared to Clean and Clear Persa Gel 10. Next, I have this little spa headband. It's kind of dirty, so excuse that. But this is essential for me in any like wash, like in any morning or nighttime skincare routine. You will see me use this. It keeps my hair back. It keeps my hairline from getting wet. So for me, this is essential for my face and my hair when I'm traveling and when I'm at home. Next, I have my toothbrush. Now, normally this would be in a holder, but I actually can't find my toothbrush in the smaller holder. But this is the toothbrush that I'm using at home. Another tip is that I keep my toiletry bag stocked with everything so that if I ever need to go on a last minute trip, I won't have to run to the store to get things, or if I do, it's probably just little items, but I like to keep it stocked so that I'm always ready to go. Next, I have some Shiseido facial cotton. I don't have my eye makeup remover anymore because it ran out while I was traveling, so I need to get another one. But these are amazing, and I always travel with those because they come in handy. And I have my deodorant. Now, this would actually be in my little traveling case, which I will show you in a second. But this is the Dove Dry Spray. This is my favorite. You guys know I always talk about this. It's amazing. And then I have a lip balm, my Jack Black Intense Therapy lip balm. I always have to have this everywhere: my car, my nightstand, my bathroom, my purse, my toiletry bag. This stuff is everything. I also keep some nighttime skincare. So one tip that I use, anything that I get that's travel size or like sample size, I use that for traveling. So this is actually the Sephora birthday gift. We have the Caudalie Vino Source Moisturizing Sorbet, which I'm not sure how I feel about. And then I have the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum, which is basically supposed to give you reduction in pore size, I believe, and like dark marks and like acne scars. Haven't really seen a reduction yet, but I am still using these and I like them enough. I don't know if I'll repurchase them, but I think I will do a review. And then I have some floss. Floss is another one of those items that I have to keep everywhere with me. And then I have a travel size toothpaste and then a hair tie. One thing that I would also do, like if you guys order online at Sephora, you get those foil packets of skincare. I would use those to travel with you as well. It's a good time to try things out, even though that may be good or not depending on if you have an allergic reaction. But if it's something like a moisturizer or a cleanser, more often than not, you're gonna be safe. So if I ever have any extras of those, which I'm a hoarder of those, I just never remember to pack them, but that's always a good time to try those out. So that's everything that fits in this toiletry bag. Now this is what I was talking about, and it's kind of dirty because I've had this for years, but this is the Sephora On The Fly bag. They have since changed little animation on the front, but this is the quart size Ziploc bag that is TSA approved for traveling. So for example, my foundation will go in here, my moisturizer will go in here, my deodorant will go in here, anything that is like a liquid. Now I'm just being honest, with some liquids when I travel, I don't too much worry about having them in this quart size bag. I'm not even sure if that's a necessity now because you don't have to even take this out. It probably is, so don't listen to me. But pretty much anything I don't want them to throw away if they find goes in here. So I'll have hand sanitizer or lip gloss just laying around in my purse, but the more expensive items or the more essential items I put in here because I'm not throwing that away because I'll probably cry. Okay, and last but not least, we have our Trousse 23. I love this thing. So this is what I currently keep in here. I'm gonna try to show you without everything spilling, but I love this because It holds everything I need. So right now in here, I have everything that I travel with when I go out of town. Now when I travel, I tend to basically bring my necessities as far as complexion products, but I do bring, like, sometimes I do 2 blushes, but I always do like at least 4 lippies, because lips are everything when you're traveling, because then you don't have to do a full face. So that's just my tip. So I have my lashes, which aren't in here, but this is the case. I have my newest concealer. I'll be talking about this in a later video. That's the NARS Creamy Concealer. I have my bronzer, of course, the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, because I cannot go anywhere without my dip brow. This last time when I went to New York, I actually forgot my dip brow at home and I had to use an eyeshadow, but luckily I knew what I was doing. I have a mascara. I usually have a travel size mascara, but I just ran out of it, so I've been using my full size Buxom. I have my Laura Mercier setting powder. Now this is a large powder, and I probably should get a smaller one to travel with, because it does take up a fair amount of space, but I love it so much that I just can't give it up to travel, so I'm gonna get a smaller version. Then I have my highlighter. This is the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow, my other favorite. I also have an eyeshadow palette. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Master Palette by Mario. It's not subpar like Subculture, just throwing that out there. It's actually great. Then I have a travel fragrance. This is the Derek Lam, I believe, Hi-Fi. This smells so fresh and awesome. I tried that when I was in New York. I have my Benefit Boing Concealer that I use for my eyebrows. Now I also don't keep my brushes in here. I keep them in something separate. I have some lippies. I have my Kat Von D Roxy, which I love. And then I have my Huda Beauty Trendsetter, which I also love. Eyeshadow primer. This is by Smashbox. This is fabulous. I also have this in a travel size, but they're not that, like, it's not that big of a difference, so I just toss either one in. And I have one blush. This is my NARS Gina. Just a nice peachy blush. I would probably bring 2 if I brought that one though. And then on the side, you kind of have these little elasticized bands, and I have 2 things. I actually have 2 foundations in here just to show you how much you can actually keep in here. So this is my NARS All Day Luminous in Tahoe. And then the other foundation, which is what I'm currently using, is my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra in 450 Neutral, which I love so much. So all that fits in there. And then on the back of it, there's like a little slip pocket. And in there, I would just keep things like Q-tips, bobby pins, anything like that that is small and miscellaneous that could easily like get lost. So yeah, that's basically how I pack this bag. I love this as opposed to the Toiletry 26. I think this is great. I might even get the larger size, but we'll see. But this is really great. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of how I kind of pack for travel, my travel makeup and skincare necessities, and also kind of mini reviews on those 2 Louis Vuitton Toiletry items. If you guys have any comments or suggestions or questions, please leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.